Pop, pop. Coming to you as live as I can be. All right. Lots going on. If you're there, give me a thumbs up. I shaved my head after the debate as a lamentation before God about everything that's going on in this country. So, and fam, we are in big, big trouble. 5 nations have got their finger on the button, and we are their target. Our nation's petroleum reserve is almost empty. We're more than bankrupt. And pretty soon, people that we owe are going to ask for real property. It's the first time I've ever agreed with Minister Louis Farrakhan when he said we're living in houses on land that we don't own. So we've given away our ammunition to other countries to secure their border when our border is wide open. We've had a 5th column pushing into this country for some time now and deposited all over the country in little T cells, just like little cancer cells that are dormant, waiting to be activated. Nothing could be a more perfect metaphor. So, yeah. And very quietly, your admin has reinstated the draft, not only for men or for women, or for those of you that are indeterminate. It's ironic that people are indeterminate now, because my father used to say that men, women are for those of you who are indeterminate. So if you get called in and you show up to the draft board like Colonel Klinger, or what was his, Corporal Klinger, yeah, Corporal Klinger, and you show up in a pink dress and high heels, they still gonna put a GUN in your hands and push you out the door and send you overseas somewhere. And they've sent all of our regular servicemen overseas, which you'll be happy to know have been replaced with illegal immigrants. So illegal immigrants are being put into the military, police forces, so you can actually be pulled over and have a ticket given to you by someone who's not even supposed to be here. Isn't that the American way? So, and it's not by accident. They don't even pretend that it's by accident anymore. They want you to abort your baby, so they can make room for bringing people here. They've got all kinds of diseases and issues and stuff. Everybody here has had to have the jab, but people coming in illegally, they don't have to have the jab. Say put them on buses and planes and all that other stuff. And all these diseases are making a comeback. Tuberculosis, measles, smallpox, polio, plague, everything that's been gone from America for a long time is making a comeback. So we have a person who moved to Georgia, and the person I think came from Africa in order to preach the voodoo way of life. So all this stuff is bringing a curse on America. All this stuff. And people are for inclusivity, as long as it's not talking about Christians, the way of Christ, by male white supremacists. So they made that very clear. They don't want the MAGA Republicans to make America white again, you know. So, and yet the military wonders why they can't get anybody to sign up to get on board and export wokeism and gender confusion and critical race theory and all that other stuff. They sent millions of dollars to Pakistan to promote gender confusion over there. They took the money, but they didn't go for the lesson, you know, of gender identity and all this other stuff. So, and like I said, everybody's got their finger on the button. Sleepy, sloppy Joe is being told to step down, but Jill's saying absolutely not, because she knows the second that they step down, they're going to be open for going to jail and all sorts of other things. So Jill is the one who's trying to hold on to power. But, and CNN said, actually, they called Michelle Big Mike, that if Big Mike gets into office, we'll have the first trans woman of color as our president. So that would check all the woke boxes. That would give the Obamas a fourth and possibly fifth term. They're already in their third term, you know, as the puppet master who is controlling the puppet. So, like I said, if you're out there, give me a thumbs up. And yesterday was an ice cream recall, and it included one of my favorite brands, which was the old Schwann's Food, which is now called Yellow. It's owned by Korea now, Schwann's Foods. Newsweek is saying that eggs are recalled. Eggs are recalled as health warning issued. And now, fam, when you get up, one of the things that you should type into the internet is to see what's being recalled, whether it's eggs or milk or ice cream or your car. That's one of the things that you should check on. So this is Newsweek. Thousands of pounds of liquid egg products have been recalled due to misbranding and undeclared allergens, according to USDA Food Safety and Inspection. And fam, the other day, I had Caesar salad, and as you know, the dressing has egg in it, liquid egg. And I was never that sick in my life. I was literally like a fountain, and I had to take everything off the bed and throw it in the trash carefully. I'd never been that sick in my life. I called the restaurant up, where I got the salad, and told the girl about it, so that other people wouldn't have to go through I went through. But it wasn't even funny. I was doubtful as to whether I was going to pull through. So what I did was I took some Imodium AD to slow it down, and then I made up some water with silver in it, because silver will stop anything. So, yeah. And I'll tell you, my body made good use of the fast, because it got everything out of literally everything out of my system. And it also ticked off some horrible arthritis. So I feel a lot better today, and I've been taking ibuprofen for the body ache. I did call the restaurant back to let them know that they needed to throw that batch of dressing away. All right. Getting back to the eggs, the manufacturer Micro Foods of Gaylord, Minnesota, has voluntarily recalled the products. The recalled products were produced on June 11th and are packaged in a 32-ounce paperboard carton with Fair Meadows Fountains whole eggs with citric acid written on the side. They can be identified by their lot code 4162G and have a use-by date of September 16, 2024. All right. The issue stems from a labeling mix-up which led to the product breakfast blend scrambled eggs accidentally being put into cartons labeled as whole eggs with citric acid. Okay. So it was mislabeling. Let me try and find the coffee recall, because the coffee recall was botulism toxin. Let me see. Well, I hate when they change things and they don't tell you. Let me try it this way. Coffee toxin recall. All right. I think it was a CNN article. So, Snap Chill canned coffee recalled in the U.S. over botulism fears. All Snap Chill canned coffee products are being recalled across the United States because of fears they may contain a deadly toxin. Snapchill is voluntarily recalling the 296 products because its current process could lead to the growth and production of botulism toxin, according to a company announcement published on the website of the US FDA. The company is not aware of any instances or its products containing the toxin, nor have any instances of customers falling ill being reported. Botulism can cause a rare but potentially fatal disease, according to World Health. Blah, blah, blah. It says the company Snapchill is sincerely sorry. Let me see. It says symptoms of botulism usually appear within 12 to 36 hours after exposure and can include fatigue, blurred vision, difficulty swallowing, and speaking. So, the potential problem with the products was identified when FDA notified Snapchill that the company had not filed details of its manufacturing process. And Snapchill said, "We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience or concern with regard to the recall." The World Health Organization notes on its website, botulism toxin is one of the most lethal substances known, can inhibit nerve function, causing respiratory and muscular paralysis. Symptoms include fatigue, blurred vision, difficulty swallowing, and speaking. Snapchill described its products across the company through coffee roasters and retail outlets, as well as its own website. Consumers should either destroy the products or return the product at its place of purchase for refund. You think? A lot of commercials I'm having to scroll through. Wow. I'm still having to scroll through. Any case, that's the end of the article. As far as I could tell, Folgers, Maxwell House, and McDonald's McCafe did not seem to be on the list. So if you have any doubt as to whether your coffee is contaminated like anything else, call the company's 800 number and talk to somebody. Give them the serial number of the can and when you bought it and where you bought it, so they'll be able to tell you whether it's contaminated or not. So, if you want to help me out, help my channel out, you can go to the Amazon link in the description box, the PayPal link, and now you can also donate to Meals on Wheels of Central Maryland. Very nice people. They shuttle the elderly to doctor's appointments. They shuttle the handicapped around and give us treats. And they take good care of sick and shut in. They do wellness checks. All of that good stuff. So let me see what notification just came over the back phone. Oh, it's Uber. But fam, you gotta be careful of literally everything now. Eggs, milk, all that stuff. I went back to how we did it in the 1950s. I put a piece of silver in my bottle of water. Put a piece of silver in it. Let me see if you can see it. And put a piece of silver in the bottom of it. And that sterilizes the water. And you can put a piece of silver in your milk. Make sure you don't drink it down. But silver will knock anything out. So, if you don't want to do the silver, you can take filtered water and dump it into a coffee maker with the paper filter and just run it through a coffee maker and drink it hot or cold that way. So some coffee makers won't get up to a hot enough temperature to wipe out the bacteria or whatever. So you might want to boil it on top of your stove. But whatever way you want to do it, you want to be careful, because all of a sudden there seems to be a lot of train derailments and food companies that are burning down and recycle centers, all of that stuff. And it always ends up in the river. You notice that whenever a train derails now, it always goes into a river or lake. So I think it's very possible that it's sabotage. But who's to say? If you want to help my channel out, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. You can go to my Amazon account and chip in for a little bit of diapers or old people pads. You can go to Meals on Wheels Central Maryland. Meals on Wheels Central Maryland. Tap the donate icon. Start with as little as $5. Or if you want to reach me directly, you can go to PayPal and type in paypal.me/old pop pop and be a blessing there. So I gotta go for the moment. I love y'all and care about y'all. God loves and cares about you more. Poppy Pops out.